everyone, welcome back and happy Tuesday. This is our second workout video, so last time we focused a lot on stretching, but today the aim is more towards building some leg strength, so we'll work the legs, of course, the butt a tiny bit, and the core because we can't forget about our abs. So if you're ready, we're just going to start standing at the top of our mat, very similar to last time. We'll do 3 sun salutations and then move into the leg work. So go ahead and bring your feet about hip width apart, bring your arms overhead, and we'll fold over the legs. So here you can just shift your weight from one leg to the other, stretching out the legs. And we're going to take a tiny little twist for the back and then also to stretch out the sides of the leg. So go ahead and bring your left hand right underneath your nose. You can come up on your fingertips. You'll bend into the left leg, straighten through the right, and then you're going to twist open towards the right. So here you're getting a twist in your spine, but also in the outside of your leg. If you'd like to shift your weight further into the right leg, then you'll get a deeper stretch. So inhale. And as you exhale, come back to center. You can kind of bend into your legs, get comfortable. And we'll do the other side. So bring your right hand underneath your nose, bend into your right leg, straighten through the left, and start to open towards the left. So don't forget, you can shift your weight into your left foot in order to get a deeper stretch. One more breath in, and exhale, and come to fold over your legs again. So we're going to come to that halfway lift. So reach your chest forward, bring your tummy in, straighten through the back, inhale, and exhale to fold over your legs. Plant your hands down, come back to your plank position. And we're going to take that same pose we did last week, or actually that was like 3 weeks ago, but the same one we did in the last video. So we'll lower down halfway, pause, and continue. Inhale. Exhale as you start to lower down, pause, and come all the way down. We're going to take our cobra pose. Lift your shoulders up and down your back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, lift your chest. And as you exhale, come down. Tuck your toes underneath you, we'll come to a downward facing dog. So remember here, lift your hips to the sky, press evenly through your hands, get your arms alongside your ears, and try to press your chest towards your legs. And don't forget that if your back is arching, you can bend the knees and then straighten the back. One more breath in. Look your gaze towards your hands, and we'll just walk back to the top of our mat. So you're back in the forward fold. Inhale, come to your halfway lift. Exhale to fold back over your legs. Inhale and come to stand all the way at the top of your mat. Exhale as you bring your hands to your chest, and we'll do that one more time. Inhale, extend your arms above you. Exhale and fold over your legs. You can hang out here for just a moment since we're still getting warmed up. Let everything relax. You can bend your knees if you need to. Inhale and come to that halfway lift. Keep your tummy in, get your shoulders away from your ears, and exhale as you fold back over. Plant your hands down. And we'll come back into that plank position. So also you can lower your knees here just like last time, whichever one works for you. Inhale. Exhale, come down halfway, pause, and come all the way down. We're going to inhale to the cobra pose, so lift your shoulders up and down your back, squeeze your shoulder blades together, peel your chest away from the ground. Remember, don't use your arm strength here. Inhale. And as you exhale, come down, tuck your toes, and we'll come to the downward facing dog one more time. Lift your sitting bones. Open your chest. Try to stretch your heels to the ground. Push forward through your hands. You can pedal out your legs here if you're still feeling a little tight. Inhale, And as you exhale, push a little bit further into your hands. And look your gaze towards your hands. We'll come back to the top of our mat. Fold over your legs. Inhale, come to that halfway lift. You can always keep your hands on your shins if you need to do that, if your flexibility doesn't allow you to be down here. Exhale and fold. Inhale and come to stand at the top of your mat. So hopefully you guys are starting to feel warmed up. We just have one more of those to do before we move into that leg work. So go ahead and bring your arms above you and we'll fold one more time. So we'll come to our halfway lift again. Inhale, reach your chest forward. Exhale and fold back over your legs. Plant your hands down and step back into your plank position. Don't forget you can lower your knees if you'd like. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lower down halfway, pause, and continue down. Untuck your toes and we'll take our mini cobra pose. So lift your shoulders up and down your back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lift your chest. And as you exhale, tuck your toes underneath you and we'll come to our downward facing dog. So send your hips up to the sky as high as you can. Press through your hands evenly. And this time, we're gonna try to swing our right leg through into runner's pose. So what you're gonna do is lift the right leg behind you, just slightly. You're gonna bend it, bring it into your chest, and try to plant it in between your hands. So for me, my foot always comes kind of to the outside of my mat. So your foot might, not make it in between your hands. It might come here, it might be back here, wherever it is. You can just grab your ankle and place it in between your hands. So we're in this deep lunge position, and make sure your legs are both very strong underneath you because we're going to rise up into a crescent lunge. So get comfortable here. And on your inhale, extend your arms up above you so you're in this high lunge now. So inhale and straighten through your front leg. And as you exhale, come back down into your lunge. Make sure your hips are square, they're facing forward. And make sure your back leg is straight and strong. Inhale and straighten through your front leg. Exhale and lunge. Inhale, straighten. Exhale and lunge. Inhale, straighten. And exhale and lunge again. This time, bring your right hand to your right knee, drop the right shoulder, and reach up and over with your left hand. So we're taking a little side body stretch right here. Inhale. And as you exhale, come back to center. Bring your right arm overhead again. And this time we're going to twist open to the right. So extend both arms out to the side. And we're in this twist. So you might reach forward. Make sure your shoulders are over your hips. And to make this pose easier on yourself, you can bring your left hand to your right knee and your right hand to your right hip and twist open this way. So here or here. Inhale. And as you exhale, come back to center and bring your hands back down to the ground. We're going to take our right foot and swing it back behind us now. And we're going to come into a tripod down dog, which is a new pose for us. So go ahead and bring your hands down. Sweep your right foot up and back behind you. Take a full body stretch. And lower your right foot back down to meet your left. So now we're back in our downward facing dog. Send your hips up to the sky. Press through your hands. Look your gaze towards your hands and we'll walk back to the top of our mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, come to stand. And exhale and bring your hands to your chest. So I'm going to come to the other side. just because every time there's a twist, I want my voice to be facing you guys, so you can just stay there, and we'll start on this side. So lift your arms overhead, and we'll come to our forward fold. We're not going to do a whole nother sun salutation right now, so from here you can just bring your hands to the ground and step back into your downward facing dog. So we're back into this pose. Stretch your heels to the ground, press forward through your hands. And we're going to swing through into runner's pose, but this time with the left foot. So lift your left foot slightly, bend it, bring it into your chest, and try to plant it in between your hands. So for me, this side is a little bit easier trying to get my foot in between my hands, but wherever it is, you can just grab your ankle and adjust it. So feel comfortable in your lunge. Make sure both your legs are very strong. And we'll rise up into crescent lunge. So bring your hands overhead. You're in a high lunge. Make sure your hips are square and your back leg is straight. Inhale and straighten through your front leg. Exhale and come into your lunge. Inhale, extend your leg. Exhale and lunge. Inhale, extend. Exhale, come down. And one more. Inhale and exhale. This time bring your left arm down. Bring your left hand to your left knee. Drop the left shoulder and reach up and over with the right hand. So we're taking our side body stretch and come back to center. Bring both arms overhead. It's okay if your leg is burning, mine is kind of getting sore right now too. And we're going to open to the left. So make sure your shoulders are over your hips. Try to keep your legs very strong. Open up. Don't forget you can place your right hand on your right knee and your left hand on your left hip and open this way. So either one more breath in, and we'll come back to center. Bring your hands back to the ground, and we're going to come into our tripod down dog. So lift your left foot up and sweep it back behind you. So stretch your foot above you, and then bring it back down. You're back in your downward facing dog. Stretch it out one last time. And you can lower your knees to the ground. So we are in the perfect position to work our butt. So we're gonna do that for a little bit. We'll start with fire hydrants and we'll do 10 on each side. So you can lift your right knee, stretch it out to the side, and bring it back down. Stretch it up, hold it for a second, and bring it back down. Out and down. 4, bring it back down. 5, try to hold it for a second there, and then bring it back down. 7, 8, and 2 more. Hold it. And this last one, hold it for a second longer, and bring it back down. We'll do the other side. Lift your left knee, open your hip out to the side, and bring it back down. Make sure your gaze is staying straight down at the mat and you're not stretching your neck too far down or forward. Stretch it out to the side. That's 5. Up, down, 7, 8, and 2 more. Last one, hold it, and bring it back down. We'll do one more exercise for the butt. It's similar to a donkey kick, but we're gonna keep the toes pointed instead of flexed. So bring your right knee above the ground, or lift it from the ground. Stretch it up, squeeze your butt, and bring it back down. So 2, down, 3, 4, 5. Try to keep your tummy in so your core is still strong and your back isn't getting too crunched in this position. And we have 3 more. Hold it up, point your toe, bring it back down, hold it, and down. And we'll do the other side. Lift your left knee, point your toes, bring it up, squeeze your butt, and bring it back down. 2, down, 3, 4. Keep your tummy engaged. Look right down at your mat. 7. And 8. Squeeze your butt. And we have one last one. And bring it down. So now we're going to do a core exercise from this position. So we're going to do a crunching motion, and you're going to start by extending the right leg up and back behind you. Extend your left arm. You're going to round through your spine and try to bring your elbow to your knee. Crunch it in and extend. 2, extend. We'll do 5 on each side. Crunch it in, extend, crunch it, lift out, and one last one. So in that position, of course, you kind of need to round the spine in order to engage your tummy. So it's similar to a cat pose, like cat and cow. So just keep that in mind. We'll do the other side. Lift your left leg, lift your right arm, crunch it in, and extend. Crunch it in, extend, bring it in, extend. 2 more, bring it in, extend, and crunch it in. Bring all your hands and knees to the ground, and we're going to stretch out the chest, back, and shoulders. So go ahead and bring your right hand overhead, and then you're going to bring it underneath your left arm, and you're going to bring your shoulder to the ground. You can take your left hand and place it further up on your mat. So we're just stretching out our back right here. This can relieve some lower back pain if you have it. And take a couple breaths here. And you can come back to center. And we'll do the other side. Lift the left arm, bring it underneath your right arm, bring your shoulder to the ground, bring your right arm further up on your mat, and open your shoulders and your back and your chest. One more breath in, and you can come back to center. This time we will come to lay on our tummy. You can bring both your arms, you can bring your hands on top of your elbows, and we're going to take a little hip stretch. So go ahead and lift your left knee as high as you can in order to open up your hip. You want to get your leg flat on the ground, and you also want to try to get your pelvis flat so that you're really opening up the hip. So here we're going to start to relax a little bit, slow it down. You can bring your forehead to your hands, or to the top of your arms. If your knee is further down, that's totally fine. Wherever is a comfortable position for you is great. So we'll just relax here for a bit. Try to get your pelvis really flat. And we'll do the other side. So lower your left leg, and this time we'll raise the right knee up. Try to get your pelvis really flat. Open the hip out to the side. Bring your arms parallel to each other, and you can bring your forehead to your arms. So this is a crocodile pose on each side. That's what it's called. So of course, unless you're super flexible, your hip is going to pop away from the ground, but we're just working on opening the knee out and trying to get it flat. You can bring it back underneath you, and we'll turn over on our backs. So here you can hug both knees into your chest, and we'll do one last ab exercise. So go ahead and bring both arms out to the side. You can turn your palms down to the ground so it'll give you more leverage and support. And this time, we're gonna take the knees and twist them over to the right, but you're not gonna let them come all the way down to the ground. So you're using your tummy to hold your legs and hips away from the ground. Try to get them close, but not completely on the ground. And then come back to center, and we'll do the other side. So lower the knees over as far as you can, and we come back to center. Lower them over to the right. Squeeze your tummy, use your obliques, and come back. Lower them to the left, and come back to center. We'll do 5 on each side. This is the third one on the right. Lower them down, and bring them back. Over to the left. Try to lower them as close as you can and bring them back up. Lower the knees over to the right. Bring them back to the center and over to the left. And one last time, over to the right. Lower them, but don't let them fall. Come back and to the left. This time bring your knees back to center, and this time we will let them come to the ground. So we'll just take a spinal twist. You can bring your arms out to the side again, this time palms up, and lower both knees over. So we're just relaxing here. You can turn your head to the left. Get some relief on your spine. Opening your chest. And we'll lower them all the way over to the left. You can look towards the right. Stretching out your spine. And we'll come back to center. Hug your knees into your chest one last time. You can kind of roll them around in the sockets just to get your back kind of more comfortable. And then you can release them underneath you. And we're coming into Shavasana, which is the same thing as corpse pose. So we're relaxing here again. Let your feet turn out. You can breathe in. Exhale. And here again, I always like to think of positive things in my life, whether it's about me or just, grateful for certain circumstances. You can just think about that. We tend to kind of get in our heads a lot. I overthink things plenty of times, so I try to not do that here. One more breath in. And you can stretch your arms overhead. Take a full body stretch. And bring your knees into your chest. And you can come to a seated position when you're done relaxing. Thank you guys so much for watching, and maybe you were feeling a little bit of a leg burn there in the middle of the workout, and hopefully you're feeling just a little bit stronger after that. This is another one where you can just practice whenever. And thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you next week.